Hi everyone, my name is Fatima. You're watching Fatty's Journey. In this episode, we are going to see how to make dosa and idli batter. For that, first we need to soak 1 cup of urdu dal and 4 cups of rice. I'm using idli rice here. You can use different types of rice, but I definitely recommend idli rice. Because when you use idli rice, in the same batter we can make dosa as well as idli. So I prefer using the idli rice to make this dosa idli batter. So add 1 teaspoon of methi seeds in the urdu dal and wash it nicely. Wash the rice and urdu dal 3 times and then use cold water to soak the rice and dal for 6 to 8 hours at least. Usually I wash it and soak them in the water around like 10-11 o'clock in the morning, and then I start to grind them around 8-8:30 in the evening. So before adding the urdu dal in the grinder, so you're going to add 1 cup of cooked rice and then add the soaked urdu dal and then add 1/4 cup of water little by little while it's grinding, while the urdu dal is grinding. So by adding water slowly, it helps the urdu dal to puff up, like this. This is how the urdu dal should look like after it has been grinding for 30 minutes. So the urdu dal batter consistency should be like this. So remove all the urdu dal batter out in a separate bowl, and now we are going to add the rice and grind them for 30 minutes or until it is not so smooth. The consistency should be like this as shown in the video. Add 2 tablespoons of salt while the rice is grinding. You can see the batter is not so smooth, so stop grinding if you see the batter has come to this consistency as shown in the video. Now combine both rice batter and urdu dal batter in the same bowl and mix with your hand nicely. So this is the consistency of the batter. So after it has fermented, we are not going to add water to it before making the idli. That's why I'm keeping the batter a little bit watery, so you will see the difference once it is fermented. So please note down the consistency of the batter now before we are going to keep it for fermentation. Since we added the salt while the rice was grinding, so we no need to add salt now. So everything is set. Just give it a good mix. Don't add too much salt because once it is fermented, the batter won't stay for longer. If you follow the exact recipe what I shown in the video, the batter will be good for a week or 2. Usually after the batter is fermented, some people they add baking soda for the softness. So I don't prefer adding the baking soda. Instead I make sure my batter is in the good consistency so I can get soft idli and crispy dosas. Cover it with the lid and then keep it in a warm place. If the weather is warm in your place, then keep it on the counter and leave it overnight. If you are living in a place where you have a cold weather, then keep it in the oven and close the oven door. Make sure the light is on inside the oven throughout the night. Then you can see fermented idli and dosa batter in the morning. So this is our fruit tree, nectarine fruit. So we had a good harvest in 2020 and 2021. So I have shared that video with you now. Please enjoy it. If you want to skip it, you can skip it as well. Since we had so much of fruit harvested, so I donated them to our McDonald's employees. The next morning I'm going to check. So this is how the batter will look like. We don't have to mix it again. So now the batter is ready to make idlis. First I will show you how to make idlis. So now the idli is cooking on the side. We are going to get the dosa batter ready. So in a bowl, scoop some batter and then add little bit of water and make it little thinner. That way we can spread the batter evenly when making dosa. So this is how I get the dosa pan ready before making dosas, so that the dosas won't stick to the pan and it won't be a big mess. So the flame should be even, so the pan is not too hot or too warm. It has to be in a even temperature. That's how we can spread the dosas easily, evenly. It won't stick or break in between when we are spreading the dosa batter in the pan. Now I'm making a simple, crispy, easy ghee dosas. You can see the dosa is becoming nice and crispy and in a good brown color. Now I'm going to make a crispy cone dosa. If you're not able to spread the dosa like this as shown in the video, there's two things might be wrong. One, the dosa pan might be too hot, or the dosa batter is little bit thick. So if the pan is too hot, make it in an even flame and make sure the pan is in a normal heat. And if the dosa batter is little bit thick, add little water and mix the batter nicely. And before spreading the batter in the pan, sprinkle some water on the pan and then clean it nicely and pour the dosa batter on the pan and spread it and see if it works. We are done making the cone dosa. It looks yummy and crispy, right? Now the idli is ready. Let's take it out. Look at the idli, how soft and thin it is. It's very soft. So I made 3 types of chutney: coconut chutney, mint chutney and then tomato chutney. So the idli has come so soft. It tastes good with the tomato chutney, mint chutney and coconut chutney. So the consistency of the batter is very important while we are grinding as well as before keeping it for fermentation. So the consistency is important again. So make sure you follow the batter consistency as shown in the video. The dosa is very crispy. I mean, I can eat just like that without chutneys. It came so good and the taste of the dosa came out so good too. Now I'm going to show you how to make other varieties of dosas. So sprinkle some water like this on the pan and then in a napkin add little oil and rub it throughout the pan and clean it before pouring the batter on the dosa pan. So we made egg dosa, onion dosa, podi dosa, and then paneer masala dosa. And please follow the recipe as I shown in the video. So you can make soft idlis and crispy dosas in one batter. So you don't have to grind separate batter for dosas and idlis. Now in one batter, anytime you can enjoy making dosas and idlis. So hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.